This is James with WSTrades.com. I want to provide an update here on ticker MULN or Mullen Automotive. Up 1.91% on the day right now. They have been pretty busy lately. They have been buying back shares. They also filed a lawsuit against large brokerage firms, TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab, and National Finance Services and others. So Mullen is blaming these brokers for manipulating the stock price. I think it's kind of funny because they released their earnings, and their latest earnings report and their financial statements are complete trash. So it's kind of like, they're going out and they're blaming other people for their own failures, but this is typical. We see this all over the place, right? Like GNS blames their shitty stock performance on naked short selling. Same thing happened with AMC, GTII, all these like companies that have shitty financials and bleed cash badly. They're like just, not profitable companies. Rather than looking at themselves and admitting that they suck at making a profit, like they can't make any money, they always want to deflect the blame elsewhere, right? They don't want to take any responsibility for their own shitty financials. So it's kind of funny to me that, again, this is typical though. We see this all the time. Like I said, AMC, GTII, GNS, all these companies just bleed cash, bleed, and then they want to go out and blame like TD Ameritrade or, these external people for, their own crappy stock performance. It's like, well, you could look at your own financial statements. You lost $11 per share in your latest earnings release. That is complete trash. It's kind of funny when you go out and you look at the companies that actually make money, that are actually profitable, that have positive free cash flow, positive operating cash flow. They're not out there bitching about naked short selling because they're profitable and their financial statements look good and their stock price represents that or kind of shows that, unlike companies like Mullen, GNS, all these, penny stocks. So I don't know, it's kind of funny to me that they're also buying back shares because, we'll usually see share buyback programs on like companies that are performing well financially, so they're looking to go back and, buy back some of their shares, and because it's a profitable business, right? They're reinvesting kind of in themselves because it's profitable. They're making money. They have good financial statements. But in this case, Mullen is buying back shares and they are just hemorrhaging money like crazy. So, so David comes out with this story about having the evidence, right, of the illegal trading practices or whatever. And that's what this pump is we see on the chart here on the daily. And I sold this thing. You can see these 2 days right here were pretty massive explosions. When it got up to this 95 cents, I think I shorted it at like 93 cents. I sold a bunch of 50-cent calls and I sold a bunch of dollar calls. And it was a very smart idea because as soon as that story came out, as soon as we got this pump, it dumped immediately. And that's exactly what I was expecting because it was just a pump off of the news story. Like, hey, we've got evidence of all this stuff going on. But if you look at it, that doesn't change their financial statements. It doesn't change the fact that they're hemorrhaging money. So like I just saw that as a pump and dump. I did not expect those prices to hold, and I'm glad I went out and shorted this thing because now I'm sitting on a lot of cash from all those 1 calls and all those 50-cent calls. So I don't think, 50-cent calls are expiring this Friday. I don't think I'm probably going to get those out of the money by Friday because Mullen would have to move down another 7 cents, but at least I made a big profit on them. And I'm glad I sold them, but I'll continue to keep you updated here on ticker MULN or Mullen Automotive. Please like this video. Please also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Appreciate you for taking the time to watch this. Talk to you soon.